Last week, California suffered several earthquakes, but the biggest shakeup of all was Kawhi Leonard announcing that he would be signing with the Los Angeles Clippers, which sent unimaginable aftershocks through the rest of the NBA and changed the entire league as we know it, forever. And you thought NBA Twitter was dramatic. On Friday, July 5th, the 28-year-old Finals MVP shocked everybody when he announced that he would be headed to the Los Angeles Clippers. And yes, the board man got paid, signing a 3-year, $103 million max contract. Okay, yeah, sure. Why the Clippers? Paul George. Paul, Mr. Steal Your Ball, 6-time NBA All-Star George. That's why. The boardroom man and the Clippers snatched up the 2019 steals leader himself from OKC, and man, did they sell the farm. Frankly, they sold like 7 farms for him. And by farms, I of course mean picks. A record-setting 5 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, plus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Danilo Gallinari. The whole thing really cast a pall over the entire NBA. Come on, that was funny. The repercussions of the trade sent tidal waves through the rest of the league. And Lakers fans, give me a break. Why don't you Kawhi about it? Raptors fans, I mean, come on, you knew what this was. He never promised you he was gonna stay. But the good news is, you get to keep the ring. Yay. It all just happened so fast, but if you think about it, it was so Kawhi. I'm just saying, if anyone could keep this big of news on lockdown, it's a 2-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Is it just me, or has Kawhi made not having a personality into a personality? Also, is it just me, or is the Klaw a phenomenal name for a PG-13 movie set in Los Angeles? Right? Yeah, I know. Either way, PG-13 and the fun guy are headed home for a very happy ending. Kawhi grew up in Moreno Valley and Paul George is from Palmdale. I'm sure Paul and Paulette are thrilled that their son is gonna be so close to home again. Yeah, Paul George's parents are actually named Paul and Paulette. I checked. Twice. Thought it was a typo. It is not. Look, the Lakers are Los Angeles, proper. But the Clippers have always been a Los Angeles afterthought, like some random city on the outskirts. Like maybe Palmdale or Moreno Valley. Yeah, it all adds up. And in case you forgot, Paul George was the Pacers' first-round pick in 2010, and Kawhi Leonard was their first-round pick the next year, but he was immediately traded to the Spurs. So basically what I'm trying to say is, it was written. This partnership was always meant to be. And get this, Kawhi's 3rd year of his contract is a player option, which means he and Paul George could opt out and become free agents together. Oh, that's nice. And diabolical. And now, after braving the sweltering heat of Texas and the frigid cold of Toronto, Kawhi is finally gonna have his Goldilocks moment with a return to Los Angeles. The place where it's not too hot and not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Anyways, if we've learned anything this NBA offseason, which I honestly don't think we did, but maybe it's this. Anything can happen. And the board man gets paid, obviously. That's my recap on this league-shattering trade. For what it's worth.